What's poppin', my J dolls? And I'm back with another video. Before we get into this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and ring that bell. We're on the road to 2,000 subscribers, y'all. We are getting so close. So if you're not a hater, go ahead and subscribe. If you're a hater, then live with it, okay? Take it over with your mama. But make sure you guys in the comments, okay? Let's put a clapping emoji. Put a clapping emoji in the comments, okay? Because this year we on our shit. This summer we on our shit. We're getting to our summer body even if summer's around the corner. And if we're not ready for summer, summer's gonna get the body we got, and then we're gonna be ready for the new year. So baby, I'm here today to actually tell you guys how to stop being addicted to food and how to stop emotionally eating. All right, y'all, so I got some tips for y'all that worked for me. Y'all, if you don't know, if you're new here, I am 1 year post-op VSG. You guys, I had weight loss surgery. My highest weight was 326 pounds. And my current weight is 171 pounds. Y'all, I fluctuate from 170 to 173. So yes, I'm in my maintaining stage. Okay, y'all. So anyways, y'all, today I'm gonna tell you guys how I stopped being addicted to food, what has helped me. Because a big thing people don't understand is they just discredit people that have weight loss surgery and think that, oh, just because you can only eat a small amount of food, that's the only way and the only reason you lose weight. But it is a lot of self-control, and people don't understand once you get to a certain amount of months out, you can eat multiple times throughout the day, and honestly, you literally are not full after an hour. So you can keep eating all day if you want to. So food addiction is binge eating in another form as well, you guys. So some people are dealing with binge eating, and then some people are just addicted to food, and then there's some people that are just emotional eaters. So let me just tell you guys how you can tackle that and how you can change your life, because food can take over your life, y'all. And I remember when food was everything to me, and now I have a whole different mindset on food. And I don't have a negative mindset like, no, I can't have food. I have a mindset of like, okay, I can have this in moderation, or I can tell myself no. I think before, when I was like 326 pounds, y'all, I couldn't tell myself no to save my entire life, babe. If I wanted to go to Cheesecake Factory, get a cheesecake and get a meal, I would do that. And then if I wanted to, for lunch, to go to Chipotle the same day, I would do that. And then if I wanted breakfast and I wanted a French toast and I wanted pancake, like whatever I wanted, I got it. But now I literally tell myself no. I could be out in settings and I say, no, I'm not going to eat that. People will invite me out to eat and I say, no, I'm not going to go. I have my limits. Like if I know if I went out to eat multiple times in a week already, I will tell my friends, no, I'm not going out to eat again. So I'm going to teach you guys how you can kind of control your eating habits, how you can control your emotional eating. The first thing, you guys, I would say is fast for a week. This sounds crazy. First of all, I'm not a doctor, okay? Take what I say. I'm a certified weight loss coach, but I'm not a doctor, okay, y'all? So take what I say with a grain of salt. Also, you know, check in with your physician. Obviously, if you have weight loss surgery and you're watching this, please don't fast, because you can barely eat, okay? But this is for people that literally have never had weight loss surgery and they just want to have a healthier relationship with food. They feel like they're addicted to food, especially if you find yourself to be addicted to fast food specifically. If you fast for a week, and there's different type of fast, you can always look it up. There are some people that go on fruit fast, like it's fruit and vegetables. I find it weird because fruits are high in sugar, so you got to be very careful with that, especially if your insulin is high and all that type of stuff. So I really don't too much agree with it, but I think like even like an all veggie kind of fast, or like you could even do like no fast food fast. It doesn't have to be a fast where you don't eat anything, okay, y'all? But I'm gonna tell you my story. So when I had to fast, I had to do it for weight loss surgery, y'all, and I had to do a liquid diet, you guys, which that's just literally having protein shakes. All you could do is have protein shakes, soups, broths, that type of stuff, and obviously water, sugar-free stuff, and all that type of stuff. And what happened for me is it really cleared my mind. It was stressful, don't get me wrong, y'all. It really showed me how much I was addicted to food, because all I thought about at that time was eating. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't eat. Then I would go on the internet, see people eating, like having mukbangs. I'd be like, oh my gosh, like I started binge watching them because I was so obsessed over food. So it made me very emotional. It really broke me down emotional. I was very moody. I was very like upset. I couldn't eat, but I got through it, and you would get through it too. Like, and that's 2 weeks. I feel like at least a week, some type of fast, whatever you feel is sustainable for you and healthy for you, it is good because it actually kind of balances out your taste buds. It kind of shows you how much you don't need things. Even you guys, last week I took a fast from drinking coffee because I was getting acid reflux. I was like, okay, I literally drink coffee every day. I need to take a break from this. So then when I had coffee today, it was like, oh, this is cool, but like I can live without it. So it kind of teaches you that you can live without certain things. So when after my fast and I was able to actually eat real food, when I started eating fast food again, it didn't taste as good as it used to because I really kind of cleansed my taste buds. And then when I went back to it, it wasn't my addictive mind thinking the food was great. It was actually my taste buds trying to figure out the food is great. And I think sometimes when you eat out so much, you think the food is good because you're used to the food, and it triggers something in your brain because they put a lot of hormones in the food. They put a lot of things that are addictive, like sugars and all these type of things that get you addicted to the food. So when you take yourself away from that, even doing a fast from fast food or eating out for 2 weeks straight, you will notice a difference. Like, okay, when you go back to eating it, it's not that great. So that's one thing I would suggest. Number 2 is slowly swapping out fast food options. So just making sure if you are a person that likes to eat out often, you know, and you're not ready to fast yet, you could always just swap out options. So that's kind of how I would do when I was able to start eating again, y'all. I really enjoyed eating out. So I would go to Chick-fil-A. Instead of getting like the fried nuggets from Chick-fil-A, I'll get the grilled nuggets. Chick-fil-A is like the only fast food place that I really even still go to, really. And I haven't been to Chick-fil-A probably in 3 weeks, maybe a month. Maybe even over a month. Yeah, I don't even remember the last time I was at Chick-fil-A. I ain't even gonna lie to you. So honestly, like, if I was to get fast food and I'm in the mood for that, I would get like grilled nuggets there. In the beginning, I would get like grilled nuggets and I would get fruit. Or I would get grilled nuggets and a salad. I know a lot of people doing these kale salad with the grilled nuggets with the sauce or whatever. All of that stuff. Also, just even a salad from Chick-fil-A. You also have to watch out though, because some salads are still very high in calories because of the sauces they use and all that stuff. So just pay attention to your nutrition facts. Like, swap out stuff. Start looking at the nutrition facts at places you eat. That also makes you more aware too of like, what am I eating and why am I eating it? You know, because literally the other day, y'all, was the first time I ever Googled crumble cookie. And one cookie was 1,000 calories almost. It had 60 grams of sugar. That is insane. Like, that should be illegal. That really should be illegal. So just make sure you are like checking nutrition facts. Most fast food places have it on their actual menu. Like, I used to get at Starbucks, I used to get fraps. Y'all, I used to get the cookie crumble frap. That frap by itself is 500 calories. Y'all, I used to get a venti. 500 calories, and I think that also has 60 grams of sugar. Y'all, I swapped that out for getting the brown sugar shaken espresso. That has 12 grams of sugar. Okay, y'all, and only 100 and something calories. Y'all, just swap out for healthier options. If you feel like you can't stop eating out, or you feel like, hey, you don't have the time, try to start just paying attention. Paying attention to your food will help you slowly stop being addicted to it, because you will start paying attention more and not just binge eating and just eating whatever without thinking about it. Once you start thinking about your food, it actually helps you become less addicted to it because you're putting thought in it. A lot of times when you're addicted to food, you don't think about it. You just give yourself whatever you want, and there's no limits, and that's kind of how it gets out of control. Our next thing would be slowly cutting fast food, you guys. So slowly cutting it down. Like, if you're addicted to eating out, let's say 7 days a week, you could cut it down to like 6 days a week, right? For a little while. Then you could cut it down to 5 times a week. And then you can just slowly cut it down till you get to a point where you're like, bruh, I don't really need this practically at all, or once a week, or, you know, here and there, you know? So that's another thing. A big thing that really helps with food addiction is actually eating more frequently. That sounds crazy, y'all. It sounds insane. Like, why would you ask somebody that's addicted to food to eat more food? Okay? But this is what I'm gonna say, y'all. Instead of like trying to beat it, you should try to embrace it. And let's actually talk about this. So for instance, with binge eating, what typically happens with people that binge eat is they try to restrict themselves so much where they're not eating during the day, or they are being on a very strict diet, like they're only eating grilled chicken and salad, or they only are eating like barely anything at all. And then by the end of the day, they give up and then they eat a ton of food. Or they start feeling guilty and they start eating a lot. Or they hide their food, so when they're around people, they try to not eat it and then they just eat everything. So in order to just not eat everything, if you frequently eat throughout the day, you don't feel as hungry, right? So if you only eat once or twice a day, you're going to eat a ton. You're not going to be able to control it because you are starving. You physically are feeling very hungry. So don't let yourself ever get to the point where you're starving, especially if you are binge eater, especially if you're addicted to food. So instead, have a routine. Say, okay, in the morning when I wake up, I'm going to eat this for breakfast. And then, you know, 2 hours later, I'm going to actually have this snack. And then, you know, a few hours later, I'm going to have this. So have smaller portions, but eat 5 to 6 times a day. So you're going to feel fulfilled, like, oh, I get to eat. That's what makes you happy, y'all. Like, that's what makes you happy. If you're addicted to food, you want to eat. So give yourself the satisfaction of eating. Just, pick better food options that are not going to make you, you know, gain weight or get unhealthy or whatever, those type of factors, or make you feel bad for eating it. So let's say, like, okay, in the morning for breakfast, if you have like eggs with turkey bacon, let's say, toast, and then you have your snack is like strawberries with dark chocolate, or I don't fucking know, like, y'all, you're having things throughout the day, but it's actually it's not bad for you. So you feel full, so you don't feel overly hungry. You're not going to overindulge, which is a bad thing for food addiction, is overindulging. And you also still get to enjoy food. So just make sure you are eating multiple times out of the day, frequently, smaller meals. It also helps with your metabolism. So this is really big. If you're addicted to food, like, don't just take the food. Don't take everything away, because that's the biggest thing. That's going to be the biggest message in this video. In order to stop being addicted to food, you have to slowly take things away. You have to slowly make changes. You have to eat more, actually, and eat smaller and healthier options. And healthy does not mean nasty. You guys have to learn that we're in a new generation where it's like crazy how many things we have that are healthier, that they're creating, that was never here before. So definitely take advantage of it. So that goes into the next one. Find new healthy options you actually like. Y'all, if y'all don't follow me on TikTok, follow me on TikTok at It's a Joanna Thing. Okay, y'all? Same as my YouTube. Also, follow me on Instagram, y'all, if you want to see more of my personal life and me enjoying life. It's a small community in my Instagram because it's like more personable. But my TikTok is very similar to my YouTube following. So, and I do a lot of weight loss content there. So make sure you check that out. I do a lot of grocery hauls where I put y'all on to good snacks, baby. I snack. People will tell you, don't snack. I can't eat this. I can't eat chips. I can't. Bitch, you keep trying to do that, you're never going to succeed. You're going to keep gaining weight because you can't sustain. You need to get something you sustain. So if you like Lay's chips, you eat Lay's chip all day, or you eat hot Cheetos all day, baby, go get something else. Maybe go get the Smart Popcorn. Y'all, I don't eat Smart Popcorn like that. I had it the other day for the first time. I don't eat it like that because it is very easy to overindulge in. But if you think about it and you start having control, you could literally portion out. Y'all, even to this day, y'all, because I can overeat snacks. I love me snack, baby. I literally put my snacks in a bowl. Okay, or I literally count out my snacks. Some people think that's crazy. I don't think it's crazy. I think it is discipline, which you need. If you are addicted, you need to be like, hey, I'll have this, but let me actually portion out what I can have. Portion control is the biggest factor in, you know, being unhealthy or gaining weight. But people have to understand, because that's what they say with this weight loss surgery, it controls your portion. But people also need to understand, eating the food that is not good for you is going to be very hard to portion control because of how much calories they put in this stuff. Y'all don't even know what y'all eating. Like, it kills me because people literally, I work with clients, and every client, I'm not even putting, every client that I've worked with, my weight loss coaching so far, and these are people that I know, but they don't know how to track their calories when they eat out. Why is that? Because you don't know what the fuck you're eating. Okay, y'all? So that is another thing. It's like, fast food places, I will say they do a good job with having nutrition facts online, so that's not an excuse. You can actually look it up and you can track that. But at restaurants, it is very rare. I know Cheesecake Factory has their calories on their menus. I think on their Skinny Licious menu. I don't know about their regular menu. But it is very rare for a restaurant to have their calories on it. And even at literally Cheesecake Factory, a salad was 1,300 or something calories for a salad. For a salad. And people say, oh, well, you need this amount of calories in a day. Y'all gotta understand, calories in a day depends on the body type. The body type, how big you are. If you are heavier, you tend to be able to eat more calories and lose weight. If you're already mid-sized to smaller, you have to really lower your calories to lose weight. You damn near have to be strict. If you're bigger, you can cut a couple things and you're going to lose weight, okay? But if you are smaller, you can't make these excuses of like, oh, well, I could eat out and da-da-da-da. What you can. I think everything in moderation, y'all. I go out to eat. Like, I usually go to restaurants. I like to go out to restaurants at least once a week. Last week I didn't go out. Well, last week I ended up eating a pizza after a club, half of a pizza, because I gave the other half to somebody I was with. But other than that, I didn't go out that week. But I usually try to go out to a restaurant once a week. At the max, I say twice a week. If you're eating out more than 2 times a week, that is an issue. It is an issue for your health, and mostly because of the simple fact of the stuff that they put in it. It's the calories, it's the sodium, it's the sugar, it's the oil they use. It's so many factors in it, but I'm just going to spill. But all I'm saying here, babes, swap out your stuff for healthier options you like. So, literally, y'all, I love Yeso ice cream bars, which are made out of Greek yogurt. And they're a little bit better than regular ice cream. They have half the sugar, a little more than half the sugar than what regular ice cream has. It has Greek yogurt, so it has actually protein in it. It actually literally tastes good, but doesn't have high sugar. It is not high in calories, it's low in calories. So, and it also helps you portion control because they come in bars. So you say, hey, I can have a bar every night. So you're still getting your ice cream, but you're not going to get a bowl. Because y'all, I used to eat like 2 bowls to the brim of ice cream. So it's all about have things. Find things you swap out, y'all. They literally are making so many good snacks that why are you still eating Oreo cookies every day? And why are you still eating hot Cheetos every day? And why are you still, eating donuts? I don't know. Like, there's so many new things where it's like, yes, you can have a donut, y'all. I don't think I've even had a donut yet since after I've lost weight. But I've had a chocolate croissant, and them things busting, baby, okay? So, you can have those. But that's like a once a week, twice a week thing. For a daily life, you need routine. You need discipline. So, really, with addiction, it's very hard to be disciplined. So, instead of trying to just take things out, swap them out. So, if you eat chocolate every day, switch it to dark chocolate every day, okay? If you eat hot Cheetos every day, swap it out maybe for those Nashville hot protein chips. I ain't never had them before, y'all, so don't shoot the messenger if those nasty. But swap them out, swap them out, swap them out. If you eat out, like I said, every day, cut it down. You know, cut it down day by day by day. So just a gradual move, you guys. The next thing, we're gonna get more into the emotional side, because I used to be an emotional eater. I never really understood it, because I was like, am I really an emotional eater? But I was, because it stemmed from a child. As a child, I had a lot of traumatic family issues. I was obese since I was a kid. When I was like 7, I was very skinny. Like I would say 6 and 7, I was very skinny. After that, y'all, I just continued to gain weight. And I never noticed, but it was really because I had a lot of family issues, and I would just eat. I would eat because I had a lot of anxiety, you know, and it was kind of a way to calm me down. It was kind of my escape. I was actually eating way more as a child than I was even as an obese adult. When I was like 326 pounds, I was eating less food than I was when I was like 9, 10 years old. Okay, y'all, I used to be able to, 9, 10, I used to be able to eat like a whole pizza by myself, a whole large. Y'all, at 9 years old, 10 years old, I used to be able to eat 3 bowls of cereal. So, and when I got into adult, like 326 pounds, y'all, I could only eat 3 slices of pizza. So, it is something it's kind of like wired in your brain. When you're an emotional eater, a lot of times it actually stems from childhood things, or it might have stemmed from, if you were smaller before and you kind of gained weight, maybe something traumatic happened in your life outside of childhood and it made you put on weight, some type of stress. And so anyways, with emotional eating, the best thing is to figure out what can you substitute for an outlet for emotions. So when you're feeling some way, acknowledging when you're feeling it. Because sometimes I, even to this day, like if I'm irritated and it's my time to eat, because y'all, I literally eat on the schedule, babes. I can only eat on the schedule. If I don't, it's gonna be a mess. So anyways, y'all, and mainly too because my stomach's so small, I don't like to skip meals. I do not agree with skipping meals. Yes, because you need nutrition. You need certain calories, y'all. You need certain calories to even lose weight. Okay, so some people think they cut it extremely, they're gonna lose weight, and then they still don't lose weight because they're not eating enough. So anyways, y'all, that's a whole nother topic. But with the emotions, sometimes I've had it where it's like, okay, it's my time to eat, but somebody just pissed me off. I'm really upset, and then I eat, and I notice the way that I eat. Like I eat very fast, like chew fast, like have anxiety while I'm eating, eat erratically, and I do not like that. So I have to stop myself and tell myself like, okay, Joanna, calm down. You know, you need to relax and just focus on eating slowly. So that's another thing, is maybe talking to yourself when you're having an emotional eating session. Like, okay, let me breathe. Let me acknowledge that I'm stressed, and that might be why I'm eating so fast and eating so much. Let me try to go slower. Let me eat a little slower. Let me breathe. So that's a good first step. Then another second step is finding an outlet. So instead of eating, like let's say if you literally stress, so you using food to like de-stress, like you're like, okay, I had a bad day, let me go get this. Because y'all used to do that. I was like, oh, I had a bad day, I'm gonna go get Chipotle. Instead of that, say, hey, I had a bad day, let me go for a walk. Hey, I had a bad day, let me go to the lake and read a book. Hey, I had a bad day, let me journal. As soon as I get home, instead of eating right away, let me write how this person pissed me out, how I feel. Release emotions, cry, write, let it out. Okay, y'all? So journaling, reading, poetry. Y'all, I've been getting back into my poetry. Like, I really let a lot of people discourage me, and now I'm in my era of like, F them people, fuck them people. Like, I'm not letting nobody discourage me in life any longer. So just make sure when you're feeling stressed, acknowledge you're feeling stressed, and don't do food first. Literally, even if it's time for you to eat, don't even do food first. Go journal first. Release. Then eat. Go walk first. Then eat. Find those type of outlets to get yourself back centered, because that's going to help you long term to not always reach for food as a way to comfort yourself. Also, try to avoid laying around the house a lot. So, y'all, I notice when I'm in the house, especially if I work out, baby. If I work out and I'm just in the house for the day, like yesterday I worked out, I lift. And when I lift, I get so fucking hungry. I tell you, I get hungry. People literally think, when you get weight loss surgery, you gonna get hungry. Like, bitch, you a damn lie hoe. You're a lie. You never had it. You don't understand it. Like, it is something you really have to maintain. I used to think, like, how the hell do people gain their weight back? Like, I still think it's very hard. Like, that has to be, like, months of just, like, not doing the shit you're supposed to do. But what I will say is that it is possible, right? Because when I lift, y'all, I get so hungry. And if I'm just sitting around the house, I will just keep eating. So that's why I had to put myself on a schedule. Like, this is when I have breakfast. This is when I have a snack. This is when I have my protein bar. Y'all, literally. And it doesn't have to be the exact time, but at least it has to be within the amount of hours in between each meal. So then I can feel like, okay, when I tell myself, like, oh, I really want some chips right now. Like, I want some tortillas with a little dip. I'll say, nah, give yourself, you still got 2 more hours to go. In 2 hours, you can have your snack. Or, oh, I really could go for my protein bar right now. I'm like, oh, no. Like, your protein bar should come about 3 hours. You just ate. So, you literally have to have conversation. I learned in life in general, you have to have conversations with yourself to become more self-aware of why you're doing things, how you're doing things. Because if you don't have conversations with yourself and you just say, no, you can have a queen. You deserve a queen. You ain't wrong, queen. Right? So, if you keep doing that, you're never going to get anywhere. You're never going to have discipline, right? So try to be out and about. Like, try to be like, okay, and don't be out and about to the fact where it's like you're not going to eat and then you end up eating out. No, you say, hey, I'm gonna go somewhere today. Like, let me eat breakfast and then let me go to the lake. Okay, and then after the lake, then like spend a couple hours at the lake. Then I'm gonna come home and get lunch. Then maybe I might just go to this event or something. You know, don't ever make an excuse that because you're out you need to eat out. You guys, I had to learn that. I literally be like, oh, I can just go home and have lunch. Like, A, you save money. B, you're not eating food you don't even know what they're putting into it. So make sure like you start being more self-aware of what you're doing and get hobbies, you guys. I have just since I've lost weight learned a lot about hobbies. Like, obviously this has always been my hobby, talking to you guys since I was in junior high school, but finding hobbies like, oh, going to events and going outside in nature and learning I like to run. Like, I'm finding hobbies I never knew I liked. Like, literally go on Eventbrite, y'all, and find what is next to you. And if you don't want to spend money, go to free events on Eventbrite. Like, find cool events. Go on TikTok. See what kind of events they used to do in your city. You might find things you never knew you could do in your city. But yeah, y'all, that's some tips, y'all. My camera's overheating. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.